Hey, Lions fans! If you're excited about the Detroit Lions 53-man roster for this season, don't forget to hit the like button on this video. And I want to hear from you in the comments. Which player do you think will shine this year? I've got high hopes for Sion Noy. This player is poised to make history for our team, so keep an eye out because he's quickly becoming a household name. Speaking of surprises, we need to talk about Lawrence Strickland. This undrafted rookie is shaking up the Detroit Lions practice squad. Lauren proves that sometimes the most impactful surprises come from where we least expect. Strickland, a former captain at the University of Indianapolis, made an impressive transition from Division II to Ball State and now to the NFL. Despite her modest height of 1.75 m, this powerhouse defender secured a spot on the initial 53-man roster with just a $1,500 signing bonus. Strickland's journey is remarkable, reminiscent of Malcolm Rodriguez's rise years ago. In every practice, in top form, Strickland has shown fierce determination and impeccable technical skills. Lauren Strickland's aggressive tackles have not gone unnoticed. Her commanding presence on the field has caught the attention of not only her teammates, but also the coaches. In Monday's press conference following the preseason game against the Giants, Coach Dan Campbell had high praise for the young player. He highlighted Strickland's consistent ability to make big plays, noting that she is a naturally gifted player who stands out with her special skill in intercepting and controlling the ball. Strickland is known for her intelligence and awareness on the field, qualities that Campbell says make her an exceptionally bright and aggressive player. Early in training camp, she was simply fighting for a spot as the third safety. As the weeks went on, she not only earned a more prominent role on the team but also began effectively replacing AMC Robertson and Brian Branch as nickelback after they were sidelined. Strickland's adaptation and performance show that she's up to the challenge, never seeming out of place, even when faced with new responsibilities. Lauren Strickland excelled near the line of scrimmage, where she stood out for her bravery and effectiveness in aggressive plays, especially during the game against the Steelers. In that game, Strickland didn't just limit herself to the traditional safety role, she also played at the line of scrimmage and, at times, as a stand-up linebacker. This display of versatility and tactical savvy highlights not just her talent, but also the Lions' defensive coaching staff's ability to recognize and capitalize on her unique skills. Strickland has an innate ability to quickly diagnose plays, relying on her instincts to disrupt the opposition's plans. Her ability to adapt to multiple roles and succeed sets her apart from other players. So, what can we expect from Strickland this season? If she's active on game days, she will be a dominant force on special teams, at the very least, and potentially a solid complement to rookie Kanan Vaki on defense. Moreover, her ability as a hybrid safety and nickelback adds a valuable layer of depth to the defense, allowing for more flexible and innovative strategies, like the potential use of Ennis Draw Jr. in different defensive formations. Lauren Strickland has shown in the outside cornerback position, giving Brian Branch more freedom to focus on the safety position. Given that Strickland is still early in her NFL career, it wouldn't be surprising to see her take on a specific role as an extra defensive back, especially in short yardage and goal line situations. Now, I want to hear from you, Lions fans. How do you see Strickland's rapid rise? Could she be one of those underdog stories that makes a significant difference this season? Share your thoughts in the comments, and let's keep the conversation going. We've got some exciting news coming out of Detroit following Tuesday's roster cuts. The Lions made a strategic signing by adding former Denver Broncos wide receiver Tim Patrick to the practice squad. According to ESPN's Adam Schefter, the plan is to prep him to join the active roster. We all knew the Lions were looking to sign a former wide receiver after the preseason ended, so it's no surprise that Patrick was picked up right after being released by Denver. To better understand the Lions' signing of Tim Patrick, we spoke with Tim Lynch, editor-in-chief of Mile High Report, who closely followed Patrick's journey in Denver. Patrick initially signed with the Broncos in January 2018 as a reserve on a futures contract. According to Lynch, the expectations for him were uncertain when he first arrived, given that he had bounced around several teams as a rookie. However, once settled in Denver, Patrick showed impressive dedication and consistently improved over time. Patrick's ability to adapt and thrive under 4 different coaches during his time with the Broncos is a testament to his development and perseverance. Going from a roster spot to becoming an NFL starter is a significant achievement. Patrick has faced significant challenges with injuries recently, not having played since 2021 due to consecutive season-ending injuries. However, Lynch informed us that Patrick was healthy for this year's training camp and appeared to be in good shape, which made his release by Denver even more surprising. Despite battling injuries over the past 2 years, Tim Patrick was an extremely reliable number 2 receiver for the Denver Broncos in 2020 and 2021, demonstrating the ability to catch almost anything thrown his way. Patrick stood out for his ability to stay open despite quarterback instability during those seasons. He racked up an impressive 476 receptions for 1,476 yards and 11 touchdowns. His recovery during the preseason was a positive sign, though his release by Denver seems to be more about the team's interest in rejuvenating the roster than a performance issue. As for Patrick's fit with the Detroit Lions, especially after Josh Reynolds' departure, there's positive buzz. Tim Lynch from Mile High Report suggests that Patrick could be an upgrade for the team. He highlights that despite being older, Patrick has exceptional hands and a strong frame, which could be an asset to the Lions' offense. Lynch believes Patrick still has plenty to offer and could be a valuable asset to a team with playoff aspirations like Detroit. On the field, Patrick is known for his reliable catching ability and should be an influential piece in the Lions' offensive scheme. Tim Patrick particularly excels in short crossing routes and midfield patterns, showing bravery by not hesitating to absorb heavy contact to complete receptions. He also has an underrated ability to win contested balls. Despite doubts about his playmaking potential due to recent injuries, his preseason performances suggest he still has that special spark. Tim Lynch noted that Patrick is well loved by fans in Denver, notably for his work ethic and clutch moments on the field, traits that strengthen his connection with fans, something increasingly rare in the NFL today. As for his blocking ability, a vital part of the Lions' receiving core, Lynch praised Patrick's efforts in this area in Denver, where poor blocking was a recurring issue. Patrick always stood out for never giving up on a block. This mindset is a perfect fit for the Lions, especially under Ben Johnson's offensive philosophy, which values the no block, no play motto. So, Lions fans, what do you think? Could Tim Patrick be the missing piece in Detroit's receiving core? Do you believe he'll make that impact? Tim Patrick has the chance to overcome his injuries and make a significant difference this season for Lions fans. It's important to remember that the NFL roster is always in constant flux, and Tuesday's cuts are just the beginning. The initial 53-man roster is just that, only the beginning. On Wednesday, like other teams, the Lions will assess more than 900 newly available players to identify potential additions. Despite already having one of the best rosters in the league, the Lions are actively seeking improvements, as evidenced by the recent signing of former Broncos receiver Tim Patrick to the practice squad. Expect more changes soon, with John Kaminsky going to short-term IR and recently released defensive tackle Kyle Pico likely returning to the roster. We'll keep you updated on all roster moves, new practice squad additions, and the fate of the Lions' released players. What do you think of these changes? Let us know in the comments. Here on the Lions Roar News Center channel.